Mobile game ads are the weirdest, goofiest, and most nonsensical ads ever created. It's like the people that make the mobile game ads are 5 years old and also megadosing sugar. Like they're just one Dr. Pepper away from entering a diabetic coma, or just genuinely overdosing on sugar and exploding. And then they came up with the ad that they were commissioned for by whatever mobile game hired them.
Yes, don't leave me, please.
What's the matter?
My lord, he wants to divorce.
She is not pretty anymore. Nobody wants her.
Nobody wants. Nobody wants. Nobody wants.
This is how it feels to chew 5 gum. Watching these ads feels like stepping inside the mind of someone who just did bath salts for the first time. It just confuses me to no end. It's like all mobile game ads, like the whole marketing behind it is like they watched one YouTube poop and then tried to train an AI to make YouTube poops for their games. It's wild to me. So I actually made a whole video about that ad I just showed you, trying the game out. Of course, it's nothing like the ad. I half expected to go into the game and start running my own harem and just having sex with millions of women like the ads led me to believe. But in fact, you don't really do much of anything in there except lose money. So the ad doesn't really speak to how the game will play, and that's how it is for every mobile game, obviously. I'm not here to try and ruin Christmas or anything, everyone knows this. But the ads are just something so special. It's hard to wrap my head around them. Like, in the ad I just showed you, you get like an entire movie's worth of an experience in only like 40 seconds. You get a beginning, a middle, and end. It's an epic journey up there with like Homer's Odyssey. You know, my wife's not pretty anymore. Nobody want, get away from me. And then blasts her into the shadow realm. Is the man guilty? And then hits a Gangnam Style. Like, holy shit. There was more content in that 40-second ad than there was for an entire season of Euphoria. And all of these mobile game ads really do feel the same. Like, they're all pumped out by the same algorithm that is just not working properly. They all go so quickly to try and cram as much in there as possible with utter nonsense. So one of the biggest culprits of this is called State of Survival. I always see their ads anytime I'm doing anything on my phone, and I'm sure you've seen them before too.
Help me! Help me!
Then it goes into sped up gameplay. All of the ads sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks. It's like Nightcore. And every mobile game ad does this. Like, they try and emulate, like, the fucking Minions or something. I don't really know. But they all move so fucking fast. It's like everything is in 3 times speed. Like, I feel like the human mind hasn't evolved to process things at this level yet. And yet, I also feel like we're devolving for having to watch these things. It's such a weird phenomenon. Every time I see a State of Survival ad, it's always just so profoundly stupid that I can't help but think about it. Let me show you a couple more.
State of Survival.
So in the first one, a helicopter crashed and all of a sudden everyone became a zombie that they immediately had to just fucking blast into oblivion. And in the second one, I guess a group of truckers came out of nowhere and wanted to fuck that one dude who didn't want to fuck, and then having declined the sexual advances of this like tribe of truckers, they became spiteful, didn't save him from jail, ignored him, and then just didn't help him at all. And then when the tables were turned and the trucker that wanted to French kiss him on the mouth was in trouble, the guy then decided not to help him. Presumably. It kind of leaves you on a cliffhanger, so it's up to the audience interpretation. It's a bit of an ambiguous conclusion. You know, and it's a great one. It's up there with the Inception ending, I'd argue. Did he help out that trucker or not? It's just, who is making this? And why are they making it? I don't see how this is supposed to attract new players. Like, what's the appeal? Like, oh, if I download State of Survival, maybe this horny group of truckers will want to kiss me. I just can't imagine someone sitting there on TikTok, watching someone bust it wide open on the dance floor, and then they get this State of Survival ad, and see them, like, the sexual tension between these two characters, be like, damn, time to go download State of Survival. Like, I just don't see what it's even trying to do. It's just fucking weird. And they also have this, like, real focus on farting. Like, they love ass and farts. I could only find that second clip on Reddit, but presumably what happens next is the dude does his combat roll over the workout machine, and then he takes out a gun and just starts fucking pumping lead into that lady that dared fart in his face. Now, I understand why they come out of the gate so hot, because they only have like 5 seconds before you can skip the ads. They try and like bring you in to like watch the rest and check out their game. But the way they do that absolutely does the opposite, I would say. Like, you can't wait to skip after having watched this lady just blast ass in this man's face. It's like, why am I going to continue watching? I'm not like hooked on seeing where this goes. I just want to be done now. This is weird. You're making me uncomfortable. Like, it's just nothing about it makes any sense from like a marketing standpoint or anything at all. It really feels like just there's some rogue Skynet protocol in their computer that's just making these things haphazardly and then publishing them without any human being having any input whatsoever. Because nothing about it adds up to me. Now, being fully honest, I do appreciate them because they're very silly and shitty, which I always have a fascination with. So the fact that every time a woman farts, she turns into a zombie is a pretty cool idea. Sounds like a plot line to a bad anime, but, you know, it works. They've done like 5 or 6 of these now. And I guess it has to be working to some level, because they're able to afford all of these ads. So there's got to be some players out there who are like, oh my god, she just patted down another lady and then fucking, ejected ass juice right into her face. I have to play this game. I'm not an expert, but I just wanted to talk about these ads a little bit just because they really are something special. The fact that this is where we're at when it comes to ads, that everything is so, like, in your face. You have such a limited amount of time to get someone's attention that they try everything, literally everything, fucking farting, stealing apples, whatever else State of Survival does. It's just kind of crazy. And that's about it. See ya.